The narrating chorus, which opens Henry V, promises great battles and heroic exploits as Henry, the young King of England, sets out on a foreign campaign to lay claim to the crown of France. In negotiations at court, the key bishops persuade Henry of the justice of his French claim, and the French send him scornful messages, dismissing him as a wild youth who has spent his time partying with disreputable company. In contrast to this picture, Henry exerts his authority, declaring war on France and having the nobles who had conspired against him executed. At a tavern in London, Henry's former drinking companions mourn the death of their great comic companion Falstaff, who has died broken-hearted at the new king's rejection of him. The men resolve to go to France for opportunities to steal rather than out of patriotism. In France, Henry's forces besiege the town of Harfleur. Their governor surrenders after Henry delivers a menacing speech about the horrors the town's civilians can expect should they resist him. Meanwhile, at the French court, the king is gravely concerned at the English advance, in contrast to his son, the Dauphin, who is boastful and dismissive of the English. The French king offers Henry his daughter's hand in marriage and some small pieces of land, but this offer is rejected. Exhausted by their long campaign, the English forces begin a retreat, and the king approves the execution for looting of one of his former drinking companions, Bardolph. A far larger French force blocks the retreat of the English forces at Agincourt. The night before the battle, the French are confident of victory, and the English are dispirited. Henry moves about his own camp in disguise, and overhears some of his soldiers' misgivings about the fate of their souls should they die in battle. He argues that kings are not responsible for the sins of the men who die in battle under their command. Henry prays for victory. Then, before the battle, he delivers a rousing speech to his troops and declares that he will refuse to be ransomed if he is captured. The English win the battle, but the boys who are left unprotected in the camp are killed by the French. In retaliation, Henry orders his men to kill their French prisoners. Apart from the boys, the English casualties are remarkably low. Henry and the French king negotiate the terms of peace. Henry woos the French Princess Catherine, and their marriage is arranged to bind the treaty. The play ends with the chorus revealing that Henry did not live long, and that the peace he secured died with him.